Hello everyone! So the beautiful moment has come that my books that I ordered on Book Depository have finally arrived, and I'm beyond excited. If you're a bookworm, you know this feeling very well when you just order books and you have to wait for it for a bajillion years and then it finally arrives and it's like Christmas. So that happened to me today. And I have 4 books to share with you. I don't know a lot about all of the books, but I'm just gonna show them to you and tell you a little something that I can. I'm gonna link all of them on Goodreads down below so you can check them out if I don't know anything about them or if you just want to know more. So let's jump right into the video. First book I got is The Gentleman's Guide to Vice and Virtue by Mackenzie Lee. And this book, I've heard about it since, I don't know, I heard about it like this summer. Since then I've been like, oh my gosh, I really need this book, and I really just, because there's like an LGBTQ plus romance, and it's just sounds super awesome. And I finally got it, as you can see, and I'm beyond excited for it. So it's like a historical fantasy, and I think from what I've heard so far, which isn't much, is that the main character, which I think is a guy, just goes on like a journey with his sister and another guy. There's just a lot that like happens along the way, and like I said, like the romance and everything and the characters, from what I've heard again, seem like they're really awesome, and everyone's been loving this book, so I'm super excited to read it. And again, it's a historical fantasy, but I don't know any details when it comes to that. It has over 400 pages, so it's pretty long, but I'm beyond excited for it. So this is super freaking yes! I am beyond excited. Which I'm also beyond excited for this book, which is Because You Love to Hate Me by a million writers and booktubers. In case you haven't heard of this yet, it's just a book that like 13 writers and 13 booktubers collaborated on. And it's just short stories about villains. It's like, I think, villain retellings, but just in a form of short stories. And how this worked is that the booktubers gave the writer a character to write about, like a villain to write about, and or like multiple of them, and then the writer chose the one that they liked the most and wrote a short story about it. I've heard that the booktuber like wrote a little something in it as well, but I don't know any details when it comes to that. But just, yeah, it's 13 short stories about 13 different villains from awesome authors. Like, some of them that I know are Nicola Yoon, Adam Silvera, Marissa Meyer, Renee Ahdieh, and Victoria Schwab. The rest of them I don't know, but it seems super awesome. It's about villains, which is different and awesome and exciting, and I'm not really used to reading short stories. I'm really excited for it, and I think it's going to be the first book I read out of those 4 because it seems awesome. Plus the cover is so beautiful. Look at how awesome it will look on my bookshelf. The spine is just yes please. The next book is Geek Guerrilla by Ashley Poston, and again, I heard of this book on YouTube and I was like, multiple people talked about it, I think, and I was just like, oh my goodness, I need this in my life immediately. The cover is super cool, the spine is again gorgeous AF, and it's just super exciting. And I've forgotten a lot about the plot. I'm really sorry. It's just, I love the thrill of not knowing much about what happens in the book, so I don't want to read like the synopsis and everything because I just want to be surprised and I just want to be thrown in the story and be like, oh, I did not know it would be about this. But what I know about this book is just that it's a lot about fandom, because Geek Guerrilla, I'm not sure what if it has anything to do with Cinderella, but like, you know, if it's like a Cinderella retelling in the modern world, but it starts with a cosplay ball, so something like, you know, the main character is gonna do a cosplay, and it just seems really cool, and I think there's like a fluffy romance in it, and yeah, it's just a lot about fandoms, definitely a lot of fangirling and all that geeking stuff, so that is why I was so intrigued and so excited to read this book, because it seems freaking awesome. You know, I'm all about fangirling and fandoms. I'm a part of millions of fandoms, and just when I heard that it's about fandoms, I was like, I need this book immediately, and so I got it, and I'm so excited for it. Definitely gonna read it very soon. And the last book that I got is Strange the Dreamer by Laini Taylor, and I actually heard about this book in like June or something because my favorite reviewer on Goodreads reviewed it and she was excited about it. She was like, oh my gosh, this is the best thing ever, and I wanted to get it, but I didn't know that it hasn't been published yet. But now it has been published, and not only the book is gorgeous as hell, it's freaking beautiful. Look at this. Ugh, I'm dead. All of them are so pretty. I'm just dying. Like, again, look at the spine. It's gonna be gorgeous on my bookshelf. I know pretty much the least about this book, so I'm really sorry. Like I said, please check it out on Goodreads if you want. But I just, with this book, I really don't want to know anything about it because I'm so like thrilled and excited to discover like what it's all about. And yeah, but I think it's a fantasy and it seems like it's gonna be super awesome. I think that the reviewer said that like the writing is really good and it's just, the concept seems really cool. Like it's just about dreams and something like that. Like the first sentence of the synopsis is, the dream chooses the dreamer, not the other way around. And it just looks really cool. And like I said, it's fantasy, that's what I know about it, and it seems just super awesome and I'm beyond excited about it. And I'm going to review all of these books here on this channel when I read them, so stay tuned for that if you want to see it. But yeah, those are the books that I've recently gotten, and yeah, tell me if you've read any of them, and just if you have, then what did you think about it? And yeah, give this video a thumbs up if you enjoyed it, and if you want me to keep making book hauls, and also if you want me to keep making book reviews, because I've been making a shit ton of them, pretty much reviewing every single book I read. So if you don't like them, then you know, I probably should make them less. But that will be it. Have a brilliant day and see you soon in my next video. Bye!